I have some fried chicken. Can you imagine keeping fried chicken hot so it still tastes good and crunchy? Another thing to think about is if you want to take a hot meal to work. Maybe you have somebody who works in construction, and at lunchtime, can you imagine you have leftovers from last night? Maybe it's spaghetti and meatballs, and when they open it up for their lunch, and it's almost 3 quarts, they're just going to be like, oh, and everybody's going to be jealous with their bologna sandwiches. Like, that's what matters, right? Food jealousy. All right, come on over here, guys. I'm going to give you a sneak peek at what's happening coming up with hour number 2 with, of course, world-renowned chef Curtis Stone. He is with us tonight. Okay, some more customer picks. This does not surprise me whatsoever. I was busy doing a lot of research. I'm going to start here with the nonstick fry pan. This is the OG. This is, you know, this is the must-have in every kitchen. Here's how popular this fry pan is. On the latest version of it, it has 62 perfect 5-star reviews. Multiple people commented that they just leave it out and that they use it basically every single day. It's kind of a great way to try the line. The price point is amazing on this. We do have limited quantity though. This is gonna sell out. We have fewer than 500. And do I only have 2 colors tonight? Okay, it's black or red. This is a try me. This is to give it to somebody who's always admiring your pans. It's, hey, I've never experienced Curtis Stone's cookware. What's it all about? Well, it's durable, and you're gonna find out what the story is a little bit later on. But great price point, great way to try it. Another customer pick. I sound like a broken record, but Chef makes amazing quality products. Here we go, on sale right now, a huge customer pick. Here's a review. Love this knife, it's perfect, everyday use. It's all it claims to be. This is the best knife I own. Makes cutting a breeze, and look how beautiful it is. It is a gorgeous 6-inch Japanese steel, stunning chef's knife. And it comes with the most beautiful gift box too. And it's a magnetic gift box, which is super cool, right? Now we do it on sale. The last time Chef and I did this, we did not have free shipping, guys. So this to me is a great stock up, much like the hot, cold insulated container. Great for gift giving if you're gonna visit somebody. Instead of taking a bottle of wine because you're invited for a barbecue or dinner, wrap it up and hand them a knife. It's awesome. People will be really impressed you gave it to them. And then they'll comment about it and say, you know, that knife is really, really good. All right, guys, it's time to take another look at our incredible today's special. It's very rare that we get to have some of the most expensive and most delicious meat in our life, right? Beef, food. We love that when we can kind of get that special moment where we spend a fortune on a delicious meal. Well, Chef's done it again. He's brought us the very best Wagyu-style Kobe beef in burgers in our today's special set, and here's a second look at it. It's time for you to treat yourself. You know, there's so many things going on in life, and boy, oh boy, you know, when was the last time you went and you're like, oh, I'm dying for a hamburger. I want a hamburger. So you go to the grocery store, you buy that weird gray kind of meat. You get home and you're like, well, you think it tasted good. You're like, well, that tasted pretty good. Or have you ever had a Wagyu beef burger? You've probably heard about them. You know it's some of the best beef you could ever taste. And the reason is it's because it's truly the ultimate in a gourmet experience. That's why people spend $30 to $50 in New York City for just a basic burger. You'll never go through a drive-thru again. You really won't. You'll be so excited and you'll wait because nothing compares to what Chef has done for us tonight. Look at the juiciness. Look at how tender that is. The taste is buttery. It's succulent. It literally melts in your mouth. There is nothing like anything out there like Kobe style beef burgers. Just phenomenal. All right, so here's what we're doing today. You have your choice of a 12 count, or you can get the whopping 24 count. The 24 count is the better value. So for example, if you get the 24, it comes out to $4.95 per 5-ounce patty. If you get the 12 count, it's a little over $6. Still both great prices, but bigger is better and you're saving more. We have free shipping and we also have auto ship. Now the most popular option has been the 24 count with auto ship. Why? We cannot raise the price on you. So tonight's incredibly low price, lowest price we've ever done on his Wagyu beef burgers, ever. They've always been customer picks. Tonight's the best deal. You can lock in tonight's price and we continue to give free shipping in the auto ship. Don't be afraid of it. You can get out of it. You're not trapped. It's very easy to change it up. even skip a month or two if you'd like to. The auto ship comes every 60 days, but you have total control. But right now tonight, with several hundred already spoken for, definitely want to go for the 24 count in the auto ship. That's been the most popular. So Chef, you know, it doesn't surprise me, this has been a customer pick for a long time, but the first time you've been able to ever bring it to us as a today's special, and now that equates to the lowest price you've ever done for your Wagyu beef.
Oh, it sure is. I mean, just check out the succulence, the juiciness. Why I'm cutting it in half and showing it to you in this way, because every mouthful that you take of this burger is gonna taste as good as the last. Now, I'm gonna show it to you done in a variety of different donenesses. So this is medium rare. We're gonna cook them medium. We're also gonna cook them well done for you. I'm also gonna show you exactly how simple they are to cook. Now, by the way, you can remove them from their packaging and they'll come to you like this, frozen on dry ice. And guess what? I want you to pop them in your pan or on your grill or on your grill pan, frozen, just like I am here. I'm putting all 4 of these babies in. Now, if you have a grill press, or if you want to pick one up, we also have those available for you. Now, the reason you want to use a grill press is it gives you that beautiful sear, that great contact with the grill. So you see me cook them. I'm going to give them about 3 to 4 minutes on either side for medium rare, 4 to 5 minutes for medium or medium well. This is how they come, you guys. You want one, you take out 1. You want 6, you take out 6. They're individually packaged, so you're not having, you know, because sometimes they'll sell them to you. You go to take one out, and they've kind of all stuck together. Can't happen with these. That's why we do them individually for you. The other thing that I want you to know, Suze, is you can cook so many different ways. I mean, look at what I have here. 3 of my burgers. Now, I have those on my defrost cutting board, so you can defrost them if you want. I'm going to toss these ones in, because guess what? I'm actually going to use this to make tacos. So I've actually got my little chopper here, and I can chop this Wagyu beef up, and I'm going to make beautiful little tacos out of this Wagyu beef. When was the last time you had Wagyu tacos? You now can. Now,
Chef, let's all just say, never ever in my life.
And you know what, Suze? A lot of people say, well, what even is Wagyu? What is Kobe? Yeah. Let me explain it to you. Wagyu is the breed of cattle, just like Angus. We all love Angus. Just like Holstein or even Hereford. Angus is the breed, right? Kobe is the place. Now, it's Kobe style because that's where this originally came from. And, of course, the intermuscular fat is the most amazing part, right? You see it in those restaurants. They have that beautiful intermuscular fat, or the marbling, we also refer to it as. Let me show you what it does when you make a burger out of it. You're going to go ahead and find that succulence, that juiciness. But let me tell you something about the flavour. The flavour is second to none. Yeah. Now, you can just see, as soon as I cut that, it basically just starts to ooze with its juice. And I tell you what, the flavour of this is just so good.
It's really second to none, Chef. And here, I'm such a nerd, so Chef knows I do this all the time. Guys, I went online and I said, okay, let's go to the most famous drive-thru, and how much is a mix something, you know, cost. And literally it was anywhere between $7.89 to $8.99. Then I said, all right, let's go to one of the most famous burger chains. Everybody loves it. Stops by to get those burgers. They're amazing, right? They're not. And they cost literally anywhere between $8, $9, $10 to go to, and that was for what they call, I wrote it down, their little hamburger. Not the standard side, it's their little size, so it's almost 10 bucks, right? And then I thought, all right, what if I was in New York City and I really wanted to get a Wagyu beef burger? I found 2 restaurants that are very famous, actually in the Soho area, and they serve Australian Wagyu Kobe beef burgers, right? They cost between $30 and $50 for a single burger. Here we are at less than $5 for some of the best beef in the world. Guys, you go to the grocery store, you're craving, you know, I want a burger, I want a hamburger. You spend a fortune going to a restaurant trying to get a good burger, and trust me, it is definitely not Kobe beef. It won't be, because it's too expensive. They're not gonna have it on the menu, and if they do, that's 30 to 50 bucks you're spending. Is it worth it? Heck yes, because it's delicious. It's the best you'll eat, or you get it from Chef. And it's because of his amazing connections, and literally, being a butcher is in his heart and soul. He has a restaurant butcher shop dedicated dedicated to it. He's a Michelin star chef. He will not serve us here at HSN anything that he wouldn't serve his very high-end customers, his celebrity folks that he does events for. This is the exact same thing we now get to get at home. So don't you dare buy ground beef at the grocery store ever again. Grab this tonight, get in that auto ship, lock in that savings, lock in the free shipping tonight, and you're gonna be eating some of the best ground beef you've ever had at less than $5 for 5 ounces. That is, Chef, that is so exciting to me. I love eating beef. I love eating great fine food, but typically we can't afford it. This is incredibly affordable when you break it down per 5 ounce. And I love that, and I thank you for that, Chef, because again, you really do understand meat and butchering, because that's kind of your heart and soul. It's actually where you started.
It really is. I mean, I tell you what, you don't even need the cheese. I always have cheese on my burgers, but sometimes with the Wagyu, I don't, because the flavor is just so rich. By the way, this is my 12.6-inch pan. First time we're ever showing it to you, and it is available. We have so many great items for you this trip that we haven't had before, like my grill tools. Check this out, Suze. I've actually got my turner, these incredible tongs. It comes with a fork and that beautiful big silicone brush. So it's a full grill set. I know Father's Day isn't too far away. In fact, it's coming up here in about a month, I think, or maybe even less than a month. I'll tell you what Dad's going to love. Dad's going to absolutely love these brand new grill tools. It is a set of 4, and it does come with an incredible wrap. I'm going to go ahead and cut into these burgers again. Now, I asked the guys, cook these ones a little bit more, because I know I've got people out there that say, I like my burger well done. Okay, I got you. I got you, don't you worry. Check this out. You can see how this burger is cooked in comparison with the last ones that we did, right? So that one's probably about medium, maybe even medium well. Let me just show you something. If I put just a tiny bit of pressure on the top of that, you can just see those juices starting to run. You know, so whether you're cooking it medium, whether you're cooking it medium well, I mean, I don't like cooking meat well done because it does dry it out a little bit. But if you do cook these burgers well done, they still will be juicy, they'll still be succulent. The flavor will be absolutely fantastic.
That's such a good point. Lowest price we'll have all year too. And this has been on our collection or in Chef's line for a couple years now. It always sells out. It's a huge customer pick. You guys love it. It's never been a today's special. It's now the lowest price we've ever offered. And that auto ship is so worth it. How much do you spend just getting a couple pounds of ground beef at the store, right? You spend a lot of money on ground beef, and it's gonna be inferior. Why don't stores offer Wagyu? It's because it's incredibly expensive, right? People aren't gonna buy it. So thus, we don't get a chance to try it. If you do any research, you realize that Wagyu is the creme de la creme. It is highly marbled. It's bred genetically to be a much better meat. The raising procedure is completely different than traditional beefs that are out there. The flavor profile of Wagyu is unmatched. It's literally such a game changer. And we're talking about, do you choose the store-bought gray burger and go, oh, well, or do you go Wagyu? And there's no question you're gonna go Wagyu. And the fact that it's gonna be affordable. My gosh, once you eat one of these, if you decide to go through a drive-thru and get one of those little cardboard burgers, you're gonna go, I will never go through a drive-thru again. I can't wait to get home and make my own. And we all know making it home saves us a ton of money in the long run, but now you're not sacrificing. You're not going for that cheap ground beef. You're gonna get Wagyu, and basically you're kind of spending the same amount of money, but so much better because it's that beautiful Wagyu level of the way they raise it, the way it's genetically, it's a beautiful beef. And of course the flavor profile, as I said, is unmatched. Let me kind of explain how you're ordering it. This is important. We've got some options for you, and then I'm gonna take a bite because I'm dying to eat some more. First off, you can do a 12 count or 24. As I mentioned, 24 is the better value. It is less expensive if you get more, right, per 5 ounce. Then you're gonna choose, do you want single ship or auto ship? If you want single ship just to try it and find out what everybody loves about it, great, get single ship one time. If you want to lock in tonight's price for as long as you stay in auto ship, you wanna get the auto ship. Do we have free shipping on single? Yes. Do we have free shipping on auto ship? You bet. So you even continue to save not only on the lowest price we've ever done, but you continue to save on the shipping as you're you're in auto ship. Auto ship, you can cancel, change, move. Please, if you're brand new, do not freak out. We make it very easy for you to self-customize your auto ship. We make it really easy, so don't worry about getting trapped in an auto ship that you want out of. Number 3, you can choose when you'd like it to be delivered. Do you want it immediately, or we can start your delivery on June 16th, closer to, say, the 4th of July. So we've got lots of options. I will say right now, not only are we super, super busy, if you're gonna get the 24 count in the auto ship, I would highly recommend ordering it tonight before you go to bed. And make sure you complete the checkout process, because if someone's checking out and we need it, we'll take it out of your cart and give it to the person who's actually checking out. So again, lock in that special price while we've got it. Lock in the flavor that is truly unmatched. And Chef, don't you, it's so funny, Chef, have you ever had to eat a burger that wasn't one of yours and you were kind of like, oh gosh? Does that make sense?
You know what? It is one of those hard things about owning a butcher shop. And you know, the truth is, when you have the very best quality meats available to you, you're pretty lucky. But it is a little bit hard when you go somewhere else and you're like, oh dear, I wish I was having something from my own place. Right. But I tell you what, these burgers are the same quality that, like you said, we serve in our events company to the very best clientele. You know, I'm always telling you about the fancy award shows that we do and the different things that we are doing. By the way, you want to make Wagyu tacos? Right here you can, because you just take these ground beef burgers and you just chop it up, right? Now, I've thrown a little bit of pepper and a little bit of chili sauce in there. I've made 6 tacos and I've used about half the mix, so the other half will make the next 6 tacos. So a dozen tacos is what you'll be making with 4 burgers. It really is an incredible, incredible value tonight. I can't quite believe the value, if I'm being totally honest with you. Let me get 1, 2, 3 of these beautiful big 5-ounce burgers. You guys, these aren't tiny little wimpy burgers. These are 5-ounce burgers, and I tell you what, the flavour of them is unbelievable thanks to that beautiful Wagyu.
Now,
oh, yes.
Chef, the other thing I was really impressed with is you don't start out with a big burger and end up with a little teeny mini burger.
Right. Yep, because it doesn't render the fat in the same way because of how we've made them, right? Because you're going to cook them from frozen, but mainly because it's Wagyu, right? So that Wagyu has that intermuscular fat, that marbling. That's where this fat comes from. And the flavour of this beef is second to none. It's why you read it at the top of those menus. At Gwen, our restaurant here in Hollywood, we have a little separate card for our Wagyu steaks. It is a totally different offer. It is Wagyu, and it is absolutely fantastic.
If you think about it, sorry, my mouth is full. It's so delicious.
Oh, Suze, it's a compliment. I take it. Don't you worry. I'm going for it too.
It's so good, guys.
Oh.
And I have to tell you, like, I love, Chef, a great hamburger. I really do. The other day I was craving him, and my husband, I was like, man, I really want a hamburger. And he made some, and I thought it was pretty good. Doesn't come close to this. I mean, not even within a football length, football field length. It's, the taste is buttery and delicious. It has a depth to it. It has a tenderness to it. It it's so amazing. And what happens is we've never tried Wagyu. There's a ton of us who maybe never even tried it because it is ridiculously expensive. Like, you have to be, I mean, other than Chef, I've never had Wagyu before, right? I've had it because he offers it here. But to be able to bring this to your home, you don't have to buy the gray stuff at the grocery store anymore. This is gonna come to your home. I want to show you, as Chef mentioned, they're individually frozen. Look at my hand. And I have, my hand's a decent size. Look how big 5 ounces is. So if you want to do tacos, if you want to do a chili over the hot dogs for the 4th of July picnic, if you want to take this and put it on top of a salad, I love this. They did burgers with bagels and eggs and bacon for breakfast. You can. And I've got to tell you, a couple of the reviews said they love serving these to family and friends. And everybody comments about how delicious it is. Because again, you're gonna brag about this one. You're like, oh, would you like a Wagyu beef burger? And they're like, Wagyu, oh my goodness. What, did you spend a fortune to get that? It'll be our secret. Tell them you spent thousands of dollars, you know. Whereas tonight you're getting that 24 count for under $5 per 5 ounces. So it's the chili, it's the sandwiches, it's the burgers, it's the tacos that Jeff, you know what would be great, Chef, is doing nachos with Wagyu beef, ground beef on top of them. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that would be so good.
What a good idea. Oh. I love that idea.
I do
Matt's
too.
just bringing me more burgers from the back. Guess where they come in? This is my brand new item. You've gone crazy for it. This is my storage container. Sold out last time we were here. It is insulated, so it keeps your hot food hot. So when you're outside taking things off the grill, look at those steamy, delicious burgers. Straight off the grill. Perfect temperature. By the way, if you want to know exactly how your burger's cooked, go ahead and grab one of my kinetic thermometers, because you're going to probe it right into the center of that burger and have a look at that temperature right there. It's going to give you a digital readout. We're at 126. What does that mean? I'll show it to you. You roll it on over. 126 is medium rare. Well, 125. Medium well. So you can cook exactly the temperatures that you want to cook. Doesn't need a battery. All you do is give it a real quick shake and that will wake it up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead, cut into some more of these beautiful medium rare burgers. I've got some well done ones. In fact, Matt, will you make sure the next ones are well done? I want to show everyone, even a well done burger, still super juicy when you get in these Wagyu. Have a look at this. Oh man, I mean, it is just so succulent. Every mouthful is just full of that beautiful, juicy flavor. And I tell you what, there is a real difference in flavor between Wagyu and some of these other cattle. You know, I mean, Angus is one of my favorite, but I got to tell you, Wagyu just leaves it behind. It is the most delicious. That's my opinion. You know, you make up your own. But I tell you what, everyone that has one of these Wagyu burgers absolutely loves it.
Well, but Chef, I think, you know, sure, you can decide yourself, but the world basically claims Wagyu as the very best that you can get out there, you know, and it's amazing. And it's because there's so much care and attention that goes into not the procedures, the raising, the genetics of it all. It is really an amazing experience. Look at that. Oh, it's so juicy and good, Chef. I can't stand it.
Isn't that crazy? It looks like a slice of steak. And by the way, this is well done, this slice here.
Wow.
And you can just see how juicy that is. And I tell you what, the flavor of it, oh man.
It's so good.
And it's just so easy to cook. I mean, anyone can do it. Look, hot pan, grill pan, outside on the grill, no worries. What I've done here is I've defrosted these three. I've used my defrost cutting board. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. Right, now this is my defrost side. This is the cutting board side, so it is a 2-for-1. So if you want to pick up one of those gorgeous boards, I'll use it as a cutting board next. Look at the heat that I'm cooking in, right? So I'm cooking in my DuraPan, of course. Nothing's going to stick. So whether you're cooking them as burgers or if you want to use my little chopper here and turn that into the greatest Wagyu ground beef, maybe you're going to do a Wagyu beef bowl. So over here I've got some rice, I've got some gorgeous veggies, and I'm going to go ahead and season and cook this beautiful meat. And that protein is going to be that delicious beef. So that Kobe-style Wagyu beef, I tell you what, people will think you're spending an absolute fortune on them. You're getting them for less than $5 a piece.
Oh, wait, you know what, Chef, I don't think we mentioned, but I do want to bring up. Do you know that this is premium beef that's been aged for 45 days? I mean, again, I want you to think about the last time you got burger at the grocery store or ground beef. You looked at the package, might be a little gray. Certainly you went home, you made the burger. It was kind of dry, you know. It's like, okay, that sort of hit the spot. And then you go next level. And that is what Chef is offering you tonight. It is absolutely next level experience. And I love the fact you can eat the very best in the world without it being astronomically expensive. That's the treat. I was so thrilled to do this launch tonight because it's wonderful that you and I get to eat in this rarefied world. I'm not going to spend $50 on a burger, a Wagyu, Australian Wagyu, by the way, 100% Australian Wagyu, in New York City to try a Wagyu burger. I just don't have the budget for that. Can I do and treat myself to a little luxury at under $5 a burger? Yeah, I think we can, and you're getting quality. Oh, and by the way, this is really important. They can say, and I learned this tonight, I didn't realize this, but they can call it Wagyu, and it's actually a filler. It's actually a mix. So it can be a very small percentage of Wagyu beef, and then they mix it with a bunch of other inexpensive beefs. This is 100% Wagyu. You've got to understand that. And the fact that for under $5 a piece, it's beating the cardboard thing in the drive-thru. I mean, it puts that to shame, right? Even if you go to a smash burger place, let's say you love a smash burger, this is still gonna be better. And why not make your own smash burger, Chef? I love a smash burger. And you know what, Chef? People are paying around $19 locally here in Florida for a smash burger. And it's not Wagyu. Why would you pay for that when you can do it at home and get a much better tasting burger?
Well, if you want to do a smash burger, Suze, all you're going to do is defrost it, put it in between 2 slices of parchment and squash it. That's it. Put something heavy on it and squash it down. Now, the truth is, listen to this. These are frozen on dry ice. So when these arrive to you, you're getting 24. If you're ordering the 24, look how many burgers there is. I'll just get that out of my way. 24 of these burgers, right? So, I mean, once these are in your freezer, you'll be eating them for weeks, months. Depends how many people you got coming around over summer, but I tell you what, it feels good to know that you've got high quality, and I mean the highest quality, food in the freezer. You can pull it out whenever you're ready for it, and the flavor of it is going to be sensational, and it's less than $5 a portion. I mean, it really is just so crazy, the value. I've actually gone ahead here, Suze, and stir-fried some with a little bit of soy sauce and ginger. Now, my bowl over here that I mentioned to you earlier, imagine having dinner for $5, the protein at least, $5. Maybe you spend another $3 or $4 on the other ingredients. And I tell you what, I think that is going to really impress your guests when you say, oh, we're just having a little Wagyu beef bowl.
Like, really?
Isn't that gorgeous?
Okay, so kind of let me review everything and how it's working today. We have a bunch of options for you. You've got the 12 count or the 24 count. As I said a little earlier, the 24 count is the best value. The 12 count comes out to a little over $6. The 24 count comes under $5 per 5 ounce, which is amazing, right? Then you have single or auto ship. Why I personally love auto ship is we cannot raise the price on you. And you have free shipping and auto ship as well. So you get free shipping and single ship, but that's the perfect combination of 24 under $5 a piece. With auto ship, we cannot raise the price on you. You lock in tonight's price, and we include free shipping on the auto ship. So every time it comes to you, you're saving more and more because of the free shipping. Then on top of that, you can choose when would you like it to arrive. You can have it ship immediately, or you can delay that first shipment until June 16th. So it'll be a little bit closer maybe to the 4th of July. But this is a year-round experience, Chef, because yes, is it perfect for grilling season? Yes. Can you imagine serving Wagyu beef, you know, cheeseburgers to your company when they come for the barbecue in a couple of weeks? They're going to be blown away. It's going to taste so good. Yeah, Memorial Day, 4th of July. Please.
Father's Day, they'll be still in your freezer. I mean, that's the beautiful thing. Guys, while you can lock in this price on auto ship, it really is a wonderful idea. I'm going to take you to Gwen, my little butcher shop right in the middle of Hollywood here in Los Angeles. I'd love you to see my little team and how we go about selecting incredible quality meat. I've got some of the greatest butchers. They work really, really hard. They're very, very knowledgeable. But the truth is, it's all about where we source it. Now, this Wagyu beef is coming from Australia. Of course, the genetics of the cattle is Japanese, but it's moved to Australia. It was raised in Australia, and the flavor of this Wagyu beef is absolutely insane. We make it like a smash burger. We actually do make this burger exactly the same way as a smash burger. Now, we have all the private chefs from all the fancy homes in Los Angeles coming to us. You can now get the exact same product that we sell at our butcher's shop delivered right to your door on dry ice. Free shipping and handling for the whole country. I mean, it's an amazing deal, you guys. And trust me, lock into 24 because did I just read that right, Suze? Is there less than 500 people that can get this in auto ship?
If you wanted to ship the future delivery, Chef, yes, there's less than 500 if you wanted to ship starting June 16th. Yeah. So a couple of the options are really, really limited. You're right, Chef. You don't want to wait on this. And I want you to treat yourself. There's very few things like would I love to drive a really nice luxury car? Who wouldn't, right? I can't afford that. I'm not doing that. So I got to drive something else. But here we can have that luxury and not feel guilty about it because it's incredibly affordable. And no more of that gray meat, no more gray ground beef you you get the grocery store. Think about this moment next time you buy that, and you're gonna go, daggone it, why didn't I get that? All right, guys, coming up, it's gonna sell out, the next item. It's that great 8-inch. We've got it on sale with that free shipping and flex pay. We'll tell you all about it next.
We have something special for you. Sign up for HSN emails and take 15% off your next single item purchase. You'll get exclusive offers, early access, and the latest updates sent straight to your inbox. Love to save? Visit hsn.com to learn more.
Hey there. Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love. Because when you're an HSN card VIP, the perks are all yours. And who doesn't love extra perks? Like 12 to 18-month VIP financing on select items, plus extra flex on items that you love all day, every day. And HSN card VIPs enjoy extra perks. Oh, if you apply today and if approved, you can get $15 off your order. So, are you ready to jump in? Give them a ring or visit hsn.com.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smarts and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Watching HSN. I'm Suzanne Runyon. Of course, we have the amazing Chef Curtis Stone who's joined us tonight. Hey, Chef, real quick, I got to show a little selfie of someone very special. Of course, you're the most special, of course, but I know you've teamed up with a very famous celebrity and you're going to be on her show coming up.
Oh, what do we got?
Look at this. Oh, Jennifer Hudson.
Ah, yes, of course. J Hud, I love her. She's amazing, and it was so much fun to do her show. And we're going to be doing some fun HSN demonstrations with her.
Oh, lovely. She had a good time. And it's airing on Friday, May 23rd. Make sure and check that out. All right, guys, next item. And Chef, I'm just going to give you a little heads up. This is going to sell out pretty quickly. This is the OG, right? This is the GOAT. It's probably the most useful and greatest pan you can ever have in your kitchen. It's a classic 8-inch fry pan, but it's got the famous DuraPan nonstick plus inside it. I think this is the perfect way to treat someone, to try Chef's line, or if you've never tried it before and you're like, wow, why are there so many customer picks? Why are there so many 5 stars on his cookware? Then tonight you can try it this way. Want to remind you, we've got 3 flex pays on this. I believe it's 3. Yep, you can get this home for about $10. And on top of that, we also have free shipping tonight. 2 colors, we have red and black. Those are the 2 most popular colors that he offers. And Chef, you know, this really is kind of that workhorse in your kitchen, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. I mean, this is the perfect size pan that you will literally use every day of your life. And I know that sounds like a big statement. Look at what you're doing. Eggs first thing in the morning. Watch this. Guys, nothing sticks to my DuraPan. That's eggs, bacon, tomato. It slides out of your pan just like that. You put the pan back on, you keep on cooking. I've got my steak, my burger here. I went to call it a steak because it tastes like one. Again, dances around the pan the second you put it. There's no oil or butter. Have a look at this. Potatoes. Oh yeah, look how crispy and perfect they get. Now here's the problem, Suze. We have a handful of these to go around.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Chef,
oil
if
at
you
all.
want the black, there's less than 100.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, heads up.
Oh my gosh. So limited. All right, pork chops. I've got filet mignons. Now, a lot of these proteins we do have available for you. These filet mignons are coming up. Here's my salmon. This is that beautiful Faroe Island salmon that you know and love me for. It is the highest rated food product ever at HSN, so we're very, very proud of that gorgeous salmon. But look at how it slides around. No oil or butter needed to cook in these pans, and that's why we absolutely love them. You know, it doesn't matter what it is that you put in there, nothing's going to stick. That's a pretty good feeling. By the way, you can also take things straight from the stove to the oven. So that's another thing that you'll be able to do. Great for a little stir fry. If you're doing a stir fry for just a couple of people, this is the pan that you'll reach for. I always use it to make pancakes because it's that perfect sort of size and shape to make that perfect one-off pancake. Have a look at that burger. Literally just slides around. That's the Wagyu burger, guys. That's the today's special. I know the lines are crazy
wait,
right now
Chef,
because...
what's so funny? That is a great example of truly how big 5 ounces is. Like, it's filling up an 8-inch pan. It's basically, there's no more room.
Yeah, exactly. So as you can take it and put it straight in the oven, by the way. I actually did a giant cookie in here, so have a look at this.
Oh, that's fun.
You can bake in this as well. You ready? Oh, baby.
That's amazing.
Look at that.
Is that like a big chocolate chip cookie, by the way?
Giant chocolate chip cookie. I've also got a beautiful cinnamon roll here.
Oh,
Check out my cinnamon roll. Ready?
Oh, that's huge.
Do you know that there's nothing stickier than caramel? And have a look at that. And then watch what I do, because you know me, Sis, I'm a little greedy. Over my cinnamon roll, I just take just a small dollop of ice cream.
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Yes, please.
Well, you know what's really funny? When he goes to clean the pan out, every time he does caramel, they have to throw the towel away, but they don't throw the pan away. It's so funny.
That's true.
Because that stuff is so sticky and gross, it ruins all his demo towels.
But I'll show you. I'll show you. Well, here it is. That just had caramel in it. It literally wipes away in absolutely no time whatsoever. And like I say, you can put it back on the heat and keep on cooking. You always get that beautiful sear. And by the way, Suze, if you have a look at what I'm cooking on, this is that tiny little gas over here. Over here, I'm cooking on the big one. That's on full, by the way. And have a look. Still not burning, just perfectly caramelizing that pork ribeye with no oil or butter added.
Chef, let's talk about the different types of stovetops you can use this on.
Well, you can use them on everything. Induction, electric, gas, ceramic. You can use it on the stove. You could use it over a campfire if you wanted to. I mean, they go up to 450 degrees in the oven, right? So you can cook them on really nice high temperatures. By the way, just for a point of reference, 450, that's how hot you cook a pizza, right? That's about as hot as it gets in a kitchen. And because of those high sides, so you can actually do a lovely little pan sauce. So if I'm doing this shrimp here, I might want to add a little garlic and some shallots and maybe some fresh chives or parsley. And then, of course, you can deglaze with just a drop of white wine, just like this. It'll create a little steam for me, right? And you'll see that boiling. See the heat retention in the pan happen so quickly. And then you might want to pour just a little drop of cream over the top of that. And you've done, I mean, imagine this served with some beautiful vegetables. So whether you're doing gorgeous shrimp or your burger, if you've picked up the Today Special, you need to get my grill pan or you need to get some of my DuraPan cookware because it works so brilliantly well. And that's why everybody loves this cookware.
Well, and I think to just give you an idea, it is the highest reviewed culinary item that we have here at HSN. Chef's brand overall is one of the highest reviewed brands, but his cookware is the best. I mean, it is the highest. It gets more 5 stars. And it's because it's reliable day in, day out, year in, year out. I mean, I have one of his original pans, and we literally leave it on our stovetop, Chef. We never put it away. We use it so much throughout the day, we don't even bother putting it away, because like, why? We're just pulling it out again later on in the day. My husband starts with his eggs in the morning, and we're using it for dinner at night. So we literally leave it out. And that cleanup is so consistent. Also, the durability of this nonstick, you guys might not know this, but it's 8 times more durable than traditional nonstick. You don't have to baby his pans. You can really beat them up, and they still will have that beautiful release that you only get in the DuraPan Plus. That's why it is the highest customer reviewed item we have in all of our culinary collection. It's great stuff. Durable. You know what I love too? Your pans aren't too heavy, Chef.
Well, that's right. I mean, look at what I'm doing. I'm putting cheese directly into the pan. I know that sounds ridiculous, but watch what I can do. I can literally take a little tortilla, roll that around, and guess what? The cheese would rather stick to the tortilla than to my pan. And there it is. So I've just made a beautiful little quesadilla. If I want to drop that back in, have a look at that, turn it on over, and have a look at my pan, Suze. Nothing left inside. I'll do it for you again. I'm going to throw cheese into a dry pan. There's no oil, there's no butter. I'm going to let that cheese just melt ever so slightly. Pop my tortilla on top. I just push it down, You can see how the cheese wants to stick to the tortilla. I'll lift it up and show it to you. And then fold that back down. Nothing left in the pan. You can see that last little bit of cheese that's just lifted off there. And there's your quesadilla. So the pan's spotless, but here's the best part. Look at this.
Yum.
Ooey, gooey, delicious, cheesy yum.
You know, it'd be a really great little frittata pan for a couple people.
Oh, great idea.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Idea.
Or omelets. You're making a single omelet. This would be perfect.
Let's do one.
It's such a, why do you think it's such a workhorse in everybody's kitchen?
By the way, that was egg that I poured in there with no oil or butter, right? I can throw in some herbs or whatever I want. But here's the cool part, Suze. Look how nothing sticks.
It's awesome.
Like, if I just, imagine doing this with another piece of cookware in your home right now. That's with a stainless steel fork. So you're not going to scratch it. You mentioned using it for eggs. I make omelettes every day, and my wife used to say, oh my gosh, you're so good at making an omelette. And then one day she tried it with a DuraPan, and she's like, oh, you cheater. She said, anyone can make an omelette in this pan. I was like, I know.
There you go. The secret's out, actually. Okay, here's your color update, guys. So here's the black, here's the red. You got two choices. There's 20 less left in the black. It's your last chance. I have about 200 left in the red. Red's actually the most popular color, so you always bring in more. A great price on this tonight, so we've got an awesome way to be able to try his line. If you've been hesitant for a long time and saying, oh, where do I jump in? This is the perfect pan because as many of the reviews said, and I'm a nerd and I love looking at what you have to say, multiple people said, I use it every day. I use it almost every day. One person said, love the size, love the easy cleanup. So if you've never ever tried Chef's Collection, this is the perfect price point. And with the free shipping and for basically a $10 bill on our FlexPay, you're gonna be able to get it home and find out why it is the highest reviewed item in all of our culinary collection and one of the highest reviewed items across all of our brands. That's how good the pans are. So right now, I would actually, the black's gonna be gone in a second, then everybody's gonna jump on the red color. This is a great, awesome way to also, Chef, I think, treat someone to trying your cookware. Because, you know, a lot of people admire mine, and wouldn't it be fun to get somebody else hooked on it and really share the beauty of working with your pans?
Oh, good idea. I mean, it is the greatest gift. I tell you what, for Dad, with Dad's Day just around the corner, my Lindsay was just saying to me, what do you want to do for Dad's Day? I said, I want nothing. I just want to hang out with you and the boys. But the truth is, any dad would much prefer a beautiful little pan or maybe a box of steaks than a pair of socks. Let me just tell you that for every dad on the planet, we've got enough socks, okay? We're looking for steaks, we're looking for burgers, we're looking for cookware.
Or I'll tell you what I would do for Dad, 300%, I would get him the Wagyu beef hamburgers. The burger. I would totally get him this. And remember, we have the 12 or 24 count. You have auto ship, single ship, 1 day price, super deal, free shipping. So really, if you want to do the ultimate Father's Day gift, I would 100% get him the Today's Special because that's one that he is going to absolutely go crazy over. And then it keeps showing up every 60 days. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm in heaven. All right, got to give you an update. The black is gone, is that correct? The red is... Okay, there's less than 200 left in the red. I got a ton of you waiting. Yeah, my producer said don't wait for later today. It will be sold out and not get another airing. This is a special offer we put in the show tonight. All right, want to show you the grill press? Oh, there it is. There they are. They're over there. I'll tell you, we were talking about smash burgers in the Today's Special. How many of you love a smash burger? Do you go to your favorite place that's got a griddle, you know, and you're like, oh, I'm getting a smash burger. It's not Wagyu beef, I can tell you that. Or you go to that restaurant, that chain that serves smash burgers, and you spend $15 on a single burger. Trust me, it's not the quality of Wagyu beef like we have our Today's Special, but you can get the smash burger at home. So get the Today's Special, this amazing Wagyu beef, the set are 10 or 12, and then here's how you make it a smash burger. 2 pieces of parchment paper, put this on top of it, and it gives you the smash, and then you get that really great crusty edge that we love. That's why we spend $15 on a silly burger at a chain store instead of doing it at home. Now you can. Also, we do have the set that you see down below here, and by the way, that's a single one. The set below is the 4 different tools that we have together with the extra long handles on it. We have red, we have black, and we have gray. And that is, oh, we're still talking about the cast iron. Sorry, I switched on you guys. $24.95 for the cast iron. And then right there, there's the 4-piece nylon tool set. It's on sale tonight for $24.95. If you're just kind of tuning in or out, we have free shipping on everything today and through tomorrow. So my goodness, take advantage of it, because I love when we do free shipping, and we don't do it that often. All right, next item up is another customer pick. I know I sound like a broken record tonight, right? But it's okay. I love doing chef shows, and I think the reason he has so many customer picks is he is not only an extraordinary chef and culinary entrepreneur, and he owns these beautiful restaurants. He's a Michelin star award-winning chef as well, multiple. He demands excellence, and you only get Michelin stars when you're the best of the best of the best. And he brings that passion and demand for excellence into everything he does, including our collection here at HSN. And that's why he has so many customer picks. It's great stuff. Well, look at this. This is beautiful. As I said, another highly reviewed item in his line. It is a gorgeous 6-inch chef knife, and you get this really stunning magnetic presentation box to go with it. This is the one that maybe it's the Father's Day gift, maybe it's the gift because you're going to go to a friend's house for the weekend, you want to say thank you. People have said this is the best knife they've ever used. That's just one of the hundreds of reviews on this incredible knife. Well, Chef, you know, it's funny because I've seen you on television for so long, and obviously every chef I've ever seen on TV, the one thing they walk into a challenge in a kitchen is they bring their own knives. Knives really are the essence of truly being able to be successful when you're cooking.
Listen, I'm an Iron Chef, and when I walk into Kitchen Stadium, guess what I've got? I've got these knives with me, no others, and I have knives that I've been collecting for years that might be worth $200, $300, $400, $500 a blade. These are the knives that I love cutting with. See that little Japanese flag there? The reason that's there is because we use the highest quality Japanese steel, okay? We also ice harden. That's a really important thing that we do here. We sharpen it twice. It comes in this gorgeous gift box, and it is a 6-inch Santoku. Now, what is that? Let me show it to you. Well, first of all, I beg your pardon, chef's knife. First of all, you get that beautiful little heel there, which allows you to chop, right? So when I want to chop, I'm chopping. When I want to slice, I'm slicing. So it really is that hybrid of a blade, right? You can use it in both directions. So I'm going to speed up the pace here and show you how quick and simple this knife is to use. So I'm just going through a cucumber, and you might think, well, that's a pretty soft vegetable. That's a pretty easy one for you to slice through. Thanks, Kenny. I'm just going to go ahead and grab my bench scraper and clean all of that up. Well, what if I picked up a whole bunch of celery? Would that be easy for me to go through? Watch this. I'll turn the knife up. I'm not suggesting that this is how you cut your celery at home. I'm just showing you how... I nearly said something else. How sharp this is, Suze. It is so sharp that it will blow your mind. You can even cut through an entire bunch of green onions at once. That's what this knife can do for you because of its chopping ability, because of that beautiful sharpness of the blade. If you add up the savings from the free shipping and handling and the discount we're giving you on the knife, it's kind of like getting $10 off, which brings this knife down to 24 bucks delivered to your home. I mean, it is a crazy value.
Well, and Chef, let's talk about the universality of a chef knife that's this size. Because a lot of times, you know, you're like, oh, I got to have 20 different knives in my kitchen. And again, having a knife set is really important. It's great. They all have their jobs. Yep. But I love the fact you picked one that's very universally easy to use in a lot of different ways.
It really is, because you can slice like I just did through that onion. You can see how my knife is just gliding through it. Now, if I want to chop, I can go ahead and do a fine dice. I can chop really, really simply, and you can see how quickly I did that, but with the very same knife. Watch this. I turn my onion around. Now I'm slicing. So slicing and dicing are the two main functions of the chef knife. By the way, that's virtually all you ever do. Sometimes you'll carve, but the truth is the slicing and the dicing are the two that you use again and again. Another thing you might notice is I ain't crying. All right, I just cut a whole bunch of onions and I ain't crying. Now the reason is because I've got a beautiful sharp knife.
Really?
The reason you cry from cutting an onion is because it's a blunt knife and you're squashing the onion. That's not what you want to do, my friends.
Oh, and all the liquids are like making you
All
cry.
liquid.
Oh, that's so
Exactly.
interesting. Well, also too,
Exactly.
it's highly, highly dangerous to have a dull knife in the kitchen.
It sure is. I tell you what, you can just see how easily my blade goes through that orange skin, right? Which is normally a little bit more of a push. It just glides on through. And then, of course, if you want to, you can pick that orange up, and now you can cut yourself perfect little segments, right? So I can be cutting out perfect little segments from that orange. And it allows you to do all of that precision work if you want to. I'm not suggesting you have to, but if you want to slice, go ahead and slice. It just works so beautifully well.
I think it's funny because a lot of times, and I'm so glad you're doing a pepper. Pepper has one of the toughest exteriors of any vegetable that's out there. And how many of you saw back and forth trying to get through that skin? Because it is a tougher skin. Did you see? He just went like shut. Look at that. Now look at carrots. Carrots, how many times you're trying to beat a carrot up? It's because you have really bad knives. Look, it literally looks like you're cutting through butter.
Right, and I did two at once, and that's the beautiful thing here. I mean, you ready for this, Suze?
Yeah.
Watch the knife.
Tomatoes classic. That's great.
You know, you can literally pick up a tomato and just tap it on through, and it'll just slice right through it. That's what's so cool about it. You ready for this?
Yeah.
It literally will just slice straight through. I'll do it one more time.
We'll do it again.
You ready? Oh, you got the point, right? I hit it right on the core there. But it really is just so simple to just push a tomato through. That just shows that crazy sharpness that we're dealing with here.
Hey, why is it important it's all one piece?
Oh, it's all important because it's a fully forged knife, right? So then it's not going to crack. It's not, you know, if you were to drop this knife, it's not going to break in half, which if it wasn't a fully forged knife, it might. The other thing that's important is that ice hardening, because we're using that great Japanese steel, and I'll show it to you here in the box, right? So we've put all of these things that we do here along the knife. That ice hardening is a really big one. Not many people will do that ice hardening because it takes longer, it's a bit more expensive, but I tell you what, it makes a massive difference to your blade. Have a look at that beautiful little gift box that everyone's taken home, Suze.
It's so pretty. Like, it's a gorgeous presentation. Here's what I did, and it's funny, the other night we had my book club group, and I wanted to take a little something to my friend Felicia, who hosted us. And I literally, when I'm doing the cooking shows, I typically buy multiples of things like this. And I had a couple of these sitting in a shelf. I opened my drawer, grabbed it, put it in a nice little gift bag, gave it to her last night. She goes, oh my goodness, thank you so much. So it's a really awesome item to get multiples of for those last minute gifts or even a thank you gift. So think about that, because everybody needs great knives. Also, one other quick note, there's no rivet. Rivets tend to weaken the knife. Also, they get full of gunk and gross stuff. You notice that one piece, as he mentioned, makes it more durable, more sturdy, and that rivet is going to make, without the rivet, you don't want a knife with a rivet, because it becomes like this, and this isn't going to do that, which really is going to make your cutting safer and easier to do, quite frankly. All right, don't want you to forget about our HSN card. A lot of you guys have it, but if you don't have it, tonight's a great time to pick it up. There's many reasons why you want the card. You get special deals, VIP offerings, etc. One of my favorites is what's called VIP financing, which I think this is crazy we can do this. What it is, if it's a certain price point and up, we will give you 12 or 18 months to pay something off. And here's the kicker. We don't charge you any additional interest on that, unlike the credit card you're using today. If you'd like to get more details and start using our card, please check it out on hsn.com. All right, so I'll never forget when my son was really young. He's now 27. When he was really young, I always had to take cupcakes to school. And we tried to put him in a shirt box and put the lid on the box. And of course they were all ruined, or they'd get in the car and they would slide and slip. And you're just like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Well, Chef understands that. He has kids of his own. I'm not sure if he ever had to deliver baked goods to school, but if he did, he knows what I'm talking about. He decided not only to give us his famous bakeware, but also to give us the most clever lid that's tall and high, so we're not ruining all all the beautiful cupcakes and goodies we have inside here. All right, we have two choices. We have the red you're seeing there, and we have the dark gray. It's not going to surprise you because this is exciting. Free shipping, 3 flex pays, and this is actually new and exclusive, having the muffin pan. So, Chef, you know, it was funny. All your bakeware derived from people using your cookware. Literally, for customer request, they said, gosh, take the same technology, but make us bakeware, will you?
Make it bakeware. And you know what? I'm so glad. I read all of my reviews, but I'm so glad that one of our great customers wrote to us. I mean, look at the size of that cupcake, by the way. Absolutely delicious. It's chocolate, of course. Now, I've baked them, then I've frosted them, because guess what? If you're traveling with them, you now have this big elevated lid that can click straight on over like that, straight on over on the side. I'm doing it on my trivet, so it caught. But you can see now that's not going to get beaten up in the car, right? So the flavour of those cupcakes is going to be fantastic, but it's going to arrive in one piece, which I think is really important.
Right.
Let me show you how everything just slides out of these little babies, because I'm going to start with some frittatas. Now, you can use them for cupcakes and muffins, of course, but there's so many other ways to do it. I've done little mini frittatas, and all you do is crack eggs, a little bit of vegetable, right? And then you go ahead, you ready for this? 1, 2, 3. Watch them all just fall on out, the whole thing. By the way, there's the tray. You can see that. There's absolutely no cleanup required apart from a quick little wipe. And then you're just going to go ahead, flip these babies back over, and you can imagine serving these. Everybody that gets one is going to absolutely love it. If you wanted to put a little dollop of creme fraiche or sour cream on each one, you may. You could finish that with a little bit of fresh herb. Great little, I bet you wish that you had to serve this to Mum for Mother's Day, because that would have been a nice little idea for Mum.
True.
So whether you're doing frittatas or whether you're baking cupcakes or muffins, maybe you like doing little cinnamon rolls. Look at these little gorgeous cinnamon rolls that I've gone ahead and done. And you can see there's caramel actually in the bottom of these, believe it or not. But watch this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Have a look at that.
Oh, man.
They
That's
literally just fall on out. And look at that beautiful caramelization that you're getting. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit it with a little frosting. And you know me when I say a little frosting, I'm lying. I'm going to hit it with a lot of frosting.
You're totally lying, yes. A lot of frosting. I mean, your camp, chef. More the better.
The more the better, exactly. So no matter what it is that you like to bake, we've never done this before. This is one of the first times we've ever brought you these muffin containers. Now, we brought you sheet pans and you loved them. You know, somebody wrote to me and said, you've got the best non-stick cookware, why don't you do non-stick bakeware? Look at how easy they are to clean. Now, you can stick the whole thing in the dishwasher, but you can just see how simple, with just a quick wipe out. That was caramel, you guys, which is one of the stickiest things that you can use in baking. And look at that. Spotless pan in absolutely no time.
Well, I was thinking, too, you know how many times people are they go through a drive-thru, once again, I'm having a night of drive-thru talk, but they go through a drive-thru, you get those little egg bites, and you spend a fortune on them. How about making them your own? Yeah. And you know what I really like about this, Chef, is that you can bake and you can store in here, and then you can go if you need to. So it's really nice just to have a place to keep things stored.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a great idea for storing things. By the way, think about the cornbread that you can make, these little dinner rolls. You can even buy this dough these days from the grocery store and just bake them fresh before you do a dinner party. So very simple and easy. Here's something else that we did, Suze, that's really cool. Yes, the inside is wonderful non-stick. Guess what? Turn it upside down. Wonderful non-stick on the bottom as well. Look at what I've done. I took some sweet dough and I just cut it into circles and I stuck it on the top. Look at this. Right? So now I've done these beautiful little tart shells. Isn't that something?
That's such a good idea.
And look at how easy they lift off. So you can do these lovely little tarts, and then I've got a little passion fruit curd, or a lemon curd would be nice too. You just go ahead, you fill those up.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good idea.
Just like that. I tell you what, next time you're doing a brunch, you do that. You can even buy this pastry. Put a little, I need a little bit of my passion fruit, fresh passion fruit, just like that. And then, of course, you want to finish it off with just a little dollop of whipped cream. I mean, imagine serving these sweet little tarts.
Those are awesome.
At a brunch. My mum, she's so crafty. She's such a good baker. I tell you what, I can't wait to do this for her when I see her because she's going to be very impressed.
You know what would also be really sweet to do is you could do little, like if you wanted to do little birthday cakes, you know, not just cupcakes, but actually like make baby, or brownies. You could do little individual brownies. If you want to do, I think any kind of muffin would be great in there. Like you said, cornbread, if you're doing a chili and you want to serve cornbread
Here's
individually.
a cornbread.
And you know, it's
Here's
such a trend, Chef, of making mini everything.
Colour.
And I love the fact that you can do lots of minis in this.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can just see that beautiful color. By the way, you will always get that lovely caramelization on the outside. I really pride myself on that. You can see how fluffy and fantastic they are. By the way, just a little bit of that butter on there. I tell you what, your barbecue this summer is never going to be the same again. Everyone's going to be like, holy cow, I'm coming to your house again next Memorial Day because the flavour of the food,
so good.
from those Wagyu burgers to these incredible, and have a look at this, Sis.
You got to feed them all. Something else I was thinking of too, Chef, would really be nice is, have you seen those cupcakes women and men are doing that look like flowers? Have you seen where they're really going next level with them? Nothing worse than trying to transport those to a party and you ruin them in the car. Like now you're not going to have the issue. Because those things cost a fortune.
Because you get that lid, whatever it is, I've got cupcakes in mine. Really wonderful for transferring.
All right,
so
Chef,
what a great way to start the night.
It's lovely, and it's always good seeing you. And thanks for being with us, Chef.
So nice to see you.
All right, bye, babe.
Thanks, everyone.
I got 20 seconds really quickly. Okay, so my last shift here at HSN South before I move up to HSN North is going to be tonight.